Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I stopped skateboarding for nearly 10 years of like most of my 20s, when I started skating, and what got me back into skateboarding and motivated me to like start a YouTube channel and progress the way that I've been progressing, and kind of how your environment and who you surround yourself by really helps dictate how you stay motivated and how you ultimately what keeps you on your board and keeps you stoked to keep skating. Gonna go over all of that in today's video, but first gonna get a warm-up in here at UBC and talk some more about why I stopped skating for 10 years. All right, let's go skate. What about you guys? My favorite warm-up is just board slides on a rail. So satisfying. That's a new one for me, guys. I don't know if you noticed that. I've never done 50s on rails. There we go. Oh, that's such a satisfying trick. I had a feeling that would happen. Oh, the toe slide slip out on back 50s sucks. Also, look at my grip tape. I like stepped in goose poop the other day. So I have like goose shit there, grass stains, dirt stains. This grip tape is just not looking good right now. Also, another one of my favorite warm-up tricks is just front 50s. So do some front 50 variations and go from there. All right, that's a sufficient warm-up. Yeah, the board's actually feeling really good today. I'm getting into like the groove of, as you guys have seen in this previous video, I'll put a card up here, but I'm skating this like 825 carbon fiber board. It's got like a top ply and a bottom ply that are carbon fiber. So it's a lot lighter, and it's also got a 14-inch wheelbase. So it feels different than I'm used to skating, but I'm actually really liking it and starting to really understand it and like where to put my weight and position my feet. So it's feeling really good. And these shoes feel really good. So I feel good. Yeah, it normally takes me a little longer to like get into the rhythm of the session, but I feel really good today. And yeah, that's the warm up so far. But yeah, let's get into like when I started skating. So I grew up in a small town called Hudson, Quebec, about an hour outside of Montreal. And it was a very small town. Like, I want to say like 3,000 to 5,000 population. I guess I would have been at around 8 when I got my first board. But when I actually properly started skating, like my fondest memories of skating is like from grade 3, pretty young. So I want to say like, let's say 10 years old is like when I really started doing like tricks. And there was like quite a few skaters in Hudson when I was growing up. And there was quite a bit of a scene. I think that was like, so 10 years old, that would have been year 2000. So that's like the height of like street skating. That's like right before like America, This Is Skateboarding came out, before Yeah Right came out by Girl. So a lot was happening in skating. So it was very popular. So I just have like really good memories of like after school, we'd go and just like hit the streets. There wasn't a park back then. So we would just like street skate after school. I want to say like 15, 16, a lot of homies stopped skating. You know, you get into partying, you get into like, chasing girls, and you just, generally get into other hobbies. And that's when skateboarding, I think, started to take a dip as well. That'd be like mid 2000s. And I kept trucking along, I kept skating, and there were a few skaters that still skated, but it was definitely a lot less than when I started. And I want to say I skated up until I was about 18 years old. And that's when, high school's done, you got to get a job. I was dating a girl. And all my friends stopped skating. So like for the longest time, I would just skate alone. And that kind of got like boring, and I wasn't really motivated to push myself, because at least for me, like I strive off skating with people, around people. It pushes me to like get better. So not having anyone to skate with is definitely like a very difficult thing, and it's hard to like be self-motivated in that respect, because skateboarding is very much like a community-based kind of culture, and it really, that's really what I love about skateboarding. So not having that deterred me away from skateboarding. And then like, I think I just stopped when I was like 18, and maybe like picked up the board once when I was 19, maybe picked up the board once when I was like 20, but really I put the board down at 18 and didn't pick it up again until I was 26. So yeah, long time. And it's crazy to think back on that I like literally stopped skating. I like put it in the past. I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'd been getting injured a lot of like ankle injuries, and just like the lack of motivation because none of my friends skated anymore. So that's really a big reason why I stopped. But yeah, I'm gonna skate some more, get some more clips for you guys, and then let's talk about what motivated me and sparked my interest again in skating, and what has driven me to this present moment now, and where I'm at. So yeah, I'm excited to get into that. So let's go skate. I feel like I don't skate this hip much in my videos, so I'm gonna do some tricks on this hip, see how it feels. But whenever I'm skating an obstacle, I always have to like run through every basic trick that I know before I start doing harder ones. It's like a routine in my mind that I have to do, and it's almost like building confidence, or like your special meter. There it is. That's the one I wanted. Wasn't expecting to land that first try. Happy with that. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever done a varial flip on a bank, so let's give it a go. It's kind of scarier than like free flip for some reason. Straight flips, all right, I got this. Number one tip I give people for free flips is to stay square with your board. And it's like the last thing that I naturally want to do when I'm on a hip. I'm like still way too open. I need to like stay with my board, close my shoulders off, listen to my own advice. Happy with that one. All right, so let's get into when I started skating again. Adjust this for you here, you guys. Come a little closer. I got back into skating. I was 27 years old. I had just moved to Australia, and I was living in Sydney, just outside of Sydney, actually, in a beach town called Bondi. Many Canadians would say Bondi. But yeah, kind of small beach town, a lot of transients, a lot of people from around the world. And there was like this super big skate park there right on the side of the beach with this like mega bowl. I actually ran into Tony Hawk, and I saw him skate and Bucky Lasek skate as well in the bowl. And it was just like super cool to see. And that kind of like re-sparked a lot of it as well. I tried to surf when I was there, and it just wasn't for me. Surfing is like a whole other beast. So yeah, I actually went to the local skate shop that was there, and I bought, I actually had no idea what I was buying at the time. I was like completely out of the loop. But the gentleman behind the counter set me up with some Thunders, a dark storyboard, which is pretty funny, and I think like 54 millimeter Spitfire Formula 4s. I don't remember what bearings I was riding at the time. But yeah, I remember that first few months on the board was a struggle. Like my mind knew I could do all these tricks, but my body just could not compute. It took me a while to like for me, like three flip in my mind, I was like, oh, I could get that, no problem. It took me like, I want to say like, I don't know, a couple weeks to get it or something, but like, I just did not feel comfortable on my board. I felt super wobbly and uneasy, and like my muscles were just like not used to skating. And it took me a while to get into it. But yeah, that's kind of what resurged me getting back into skating. You know, I wouldn't skate as much as I do now. Nowadays, I'm skating like 5 days a week. Back then, it was like a couple times a week maybe, and I would like use it to like go to work, which was quite fun. And then I kind of put the board down again for a little bit. I moved back to Montreal, and I maybe skated a couple times, a handful of times I would say, but not like as consistent as I am now. It really comes back to like having a crew of friends to go skate with. So when I was in Montreal, I had a couple friends that skated, but not like a solid crew like I do here. And that's really what brought it all together, was moving out to Vancouver again and meeting like all the homies at Colchena, Ben to Grow, like all my buddies here that I skate with at UBC. I got a long list of friends that I skate with now, and like I can really truly call friends. And like shout out to them, because they're really what keep me on the board and keep me motivated, is like the fact that I can like call up a homie or text a homie and like, hey, want to go skate? And like most of the time people are down. And there's like such a big skate community out here in Vancouver. And obviously the fact that like skateboarding is exploding now and like it's super popular makes it, you know, easier and more accessible to everyone, right? And YouTube, I mean, starting the YouTube channel was definitely like a big motivator for me. Started small, you know, like I posted my first video, I think about 2 years ago now. And my first videos are pretty bad. Please don't go look back at them. I'm not as confident in front of the camera. I mean, this alone is like a skill that takes time. Like I did not feel comfortable talking in front of a camera at first. It took time for me to like build up that confidence and get comfortable with it. And like in the beginning, I'm sure I wasn't like truly authentically myself. Whereas like now I can truly feel like I'm talking to a friend or a family member, and it's a lot easier. I'm kind of on a tangent, on a rant right now, but yeah, basically it really comes down to like having a community around you that skate. So if you're out there and like are skating alone, don't be shy to like say hi to homies at the skate park, or like go to a local spot or even the skate shop and just like talk shop with the dudes. Cause like that's really where the foundation of skateboarding it is, for me at least, from my experiences, is like having a skate community around you. Yeah, I hope that adds value to you guys. I don't know, just sharing my experience. And I want to kind of share more on this channel, more of my experiences. Yeah, like not just like skate experiences, but like my trials and tribulations with skateboarding and with also with this YouTube channel. So like by me sharing my experiences, maybe some of you can learn from those experiences and take those kind of things and apply them to your own life, or not. But yeah, I thought I'd just share some more. And if you guys are into that, please comment below if you guys are into that kind of stuff. Because like I think it's important for us to share skateboarding with everybody. We've got really nothing else to say on that. I'm going to continue skating, maybe film a couple more clips, and then, yeah, if I don't end up having another topic in here, this will be the outro. So hope you guys are doing well, and we'll catch you in another video. Peace. Oh, I was on like the toe side of my trucks. Need to like scoop it in front of me more. Oh, who's there? That's what it takes though, just getting a sketchy one first.